Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what's going on with language. We've got the Germans who most likely understand My Heart's a Strawberry. We've got the Orientals, when they speak, their lips look like a snail. And then we have the third one that brings everybody else together, which is the moon is an egg that cracks yolk at sunset. Or sunrise. Did I say sunset the other day? I think did I type sunset?
I think so.
Well, anyways, whatever. That's still funny. We're going to say it that way anyways. That's more funny. But then we got the five senses. To try to organize the five senses of this language. But there's so many languages though. Like the American language has letters in it that are smelly. Like the letter F. I don't like the letter F. Like, you can call me Chad. I really don't like my name Chad because I feel like Pac-Man when I say it. But whatever. I know the story of Pac-Man. I mean, you eat the pills, you eat the ghost, their eyeballs twirl back to the house to grow more ghost skin. And that's how that goes. It was actually an Oriental person who invented Pac-Man. I don't remember where he was from. But you got hearing. See, you've got hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. So for hear no evil, like I would just say I can't see my ears and eyes. Speak no evil. I would probably just say my voice box is a robot. Like Cadence used to run around saying, I am a robot. Which possibly means that our voice boxes were planted here by other civilizations to grow into a community. Or we are the first of the robot generation that were put here somehow, which beyonds me. Because, none of that even makes sense. The movie The Matrix was about a vasectomy. If you get my point. Like, if I carry spinal cords of babies inside my testicles, that means there are vocal cords in there that have the possibility to speak, and that would be Machine City. Women, however, don't carry people inside their bodies with vocal cords because they have eggs. Or what? See, it's not even really an egg because it's not like a chicken egg, because once it gets inseminated, the egg actually kind of disappears. That's what someone told me, but that doesn't make sense, because the egg's still around me, because what's that called around a baby? That's called the placenta?
I believe so.
So that's still part of the egg. It's just there's no yolk. There has to be. I don't understand. Whatever. I'm not a baby doctor, but the point is that like Machine City's real. However, I have a vasectomy, so like my machines haven't been outside for so many years. It's just different. Smells different. It probably tastes different. Who knows? So hearing, and then smell, like the letter F, like fuh, like saying that just is nasty. Huh?
Say what?
What? Oh, the word F. Like fuck. So go fuck. Like it's just smelly. It's like a skunk. So I would assume that when you speak this language that we speak, it's like, and this would probably be the Indian language realizations, and it has to be, because I was told by an Indian friend of mine when I was a teenager. I don't know if you remember him, but he said, "You better hope it's not a skunk." Well, so that means there's Indians, Germans, and Orientals. But for the purposes of the Indians, have been treated like crap. And the only Indian word I know is Vetha. It means white man. So, and then you got touch. See, touch is where we get into bad issues because, like, there are people that suck air in their mouth after they swallow that aren't supposed to be doing that because they haven't sucked their genitalia. And then they end up getting sick in the head, not realizing that it's not a good thing. Like, this is horrible. I never wanted to do that. It's a fucking curse. I mean, I like rainbows and all, but, you know, a friend of mine sent me a picture of her in a rainbow skirt, and, like, I fucking drives me crazy. So I don't know, like, with homosexuals, like, I'm not, like, it used to be considered a mental illness. I don't know if it is or if it isn't, because something so psychological, you'd think that they would try to find out if, like, a man could be born with a female brain. The female brain communicates faster left to right and more left to right between the hemispheres than a man does, which is why women think differently. Also, women's vocal cords vibrate faster, which is why they speak at higher pitches, and women use their eyes to remember past events, and men use their eyes to solve problems. You know, and then, like, when everybody talks about going through a tunnel of light when we die, like, no, that's your vision disappearing slowly. Like, no, you're not going through a tunnel. The tunnel's disappearing. Light is disappearing as you die. And I've actually seen that picture. I sent you that picture, didn't I?
Which one?
The picture of the what it's going to look like when you die.
I don't remember if you have Ron.
Well, I did, and I mean, I can send you it again, but, like, so I know exactly what I'm going to go through as I die because I've seen this picture that was recreated in my psychology book of my vision slowly disappearing, which represents the tunnel of light. So when people say don't go through the tunnel of light, that's retarded, because if you went through the tunnel of light, your eyes would work and you wouldn't die. So, like, as far as I'm concerned, when I die, I'm going to fall into a pit. And that's actually what the original Christian language believed. Somehow people started creating a different place between heaven and hell, which I believe is a state of mind. But that also probably starts working with, like, vibrations and wavelengths around me in the color spectrum and the sound spectrum. Like, depending on the pressure that's around me, my mood will change. Now, it could be, I don't know if it's necessarily caused by me remembering bad things to put me in a bad mood, or whether it's actually the pressure around me causing me to think about bad things, therefore putting me in a bad mood and thinking more about being able to feel cool colors. And you know what a cool color is, right?
Yeah.
The difference between warm colors and cool colors.
Yeah.
The warm colors are like the orange, the red, blah, blah, blah. Orange makes you feel comfortable, etc., etc. But our emotions actually give off energy of warm or cool colors. So if I'm happy, I'm going to give off more warm colors and I'm going to be more bright to people, and people are going to start, you know, they'll want to be around me more. And then if I'm in a bad mood, I'll start releasing cool colors, like the blues and the greens. And it's unfortunate that my eyes are green, because people don't like the color green on a feeling level, on the level of touch. Unless you're a woman. If women have green eyes, people love it. But when a man has green eyes, they're considered creepy.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like, I'm the earth man. Like, green eyes are earth. What things are green? You got dinosaurs are green. Turtles are dinosaurs. Alligators are dinosaurs, you know. The grass is green. Leaves are green. Like, most of the things on this planet, out of all the colors, are probably green. I read a sign the other day that said, God is colorblind. So we're moving on to sight. God is not colorblind. Like, that is a bunch of crap. I don't understand why when I look at the sky, I don't see space, because space is black. It's just retarded that it's blue. And like blue's not a bad color. Like it looks better on women than it does men, but people don't believe those things in this country. Which is why I feel we should name Nebraska Nebraska-tucky.
What?
We should rename Nebraska Nebraska-tucky. You realize that if they paid me to recreate the American language, I would do it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to do that, though.
Well, then we are going to have to live with Smelly for a long time. We're going to be living with the skunk. If we don't recreate the way we spell words, we're going to live with the skunk the rest of our lives. And we're going to... Well, I'm just saying that's the way it's going to end up. And it's simple. All we have to do is put an I after every O and an I before every A. And then we could get rid of Smelly. And then we could just live...
I don't understand what that means.
What do you mean?
To get rid of Smelly.
You just said it. Fuck. The letters that don't sound good. They're called hospital names. Like, you have an S in your name, so your name's cool. You don't have any problems. You're Christy. So you've got an I in your name. You've got a more pretty name than someone like me because it's Chad. Like, Chad is a very prominent name. I guess it's better than Lefty. But, like, when I say Lefty, I mean, it does exactly what it says. It feels like something left. You know, but when I say Chad, it makes me feel like I'm biting you. Type of thing. Like, it just, sometimes, like, this thing, I just want to vomit my vocal cords out. Because ecstasy is a very bad drug. I could have dealt without smoking ecstasy that day, long years ago. It would have been a lot better off not doing that.
No, what you do is call Marshall. I don't know either.
Marshall? What? Speaking of Marshall, if Marshall Mathers just named himself Slim...
Yeah, I was talking about Marshall the dog.
If Marshall Mathers would have named... If Marshall Mathers would have named himself Slim Strawberry, we'd have a better planet.
Well, we didn't.
Everybody would have felt better if he would have just... That's why they call me Slim Strawberry. I'm back. I'm back. Like, everybody would have been thinking about strawberries the whole time and everything would have been fine. But no, he comes up with Slim Shady. Like, shh. Like, I don't know. They're just, like, exasperation noises don't bother me. Like, or, you know, they don't bother me. I don't really care. And so you don't understand. You probably don't understand Smelly because you never swallow and then try to blow water out your nose.
No, I never do.
Well, then that's why you don't deal with that. But you also probably haven't done that while you were in your dream, have you?
No.
Well, I've done it numerous times in my dream. Like, I have nowhere to go. Well, between sucking my penis and then, you know, a few times...
That's just a little cool thing to be doing.
Well, I was 12. I don't fucking know. I was at home. I don't know. Fuck, who knows? And then, like, a couple times, 2 or 3 times, 3 I think minimum, like, I'm in my dream, and, like, I'm trying to take a drink... What? What? You need meat on your body. Now, we probably should stop eating cow. Like, people are calling cow beef and hamburger. Like, I'm sorry, you call a chicken, you don't have another name for it. This is what I was talking about earlier when I said secondary names for original objects. And you asked me what I was talking about and I didn't answer. You've got a turkey's a turkey. Well, we have a cow as a beef and a hamburger. We have a pig as a pork and a swine. We have trees that are wood and lumber. Like, do you not find that a problem?
No, I don't think about it.
How do you not think about that?
Yeah, I just don't. And, you know, that's really not that important.
It's not that important. I feel it is. Apparently, if this country's... America is the most mentally ill country on this planet. Because we do not understand language in this planet, or this country. We have no rules for the American language. That is why we are so messed up and almost got bombed by North Korea, probably. And you should probably thank me for contacting the North Koreans and letting them know my heart's a strawberry so that he could be at peace. Or, well, he already knew that, but to let him know that I was working on getting you guys' head out of your ass.
Listen, I'm going to let you go because I need to go eat lunch.
What are you eating?
Huh?
What are you eating?
I'm going to make a sandwich.
Okay, but that's called bread, right? Like, but that's okay. Like, sandwich, like... See, that's another name, like sandwich. You're going to eat sand that's a witch. Like... That does not sound cool to me. But you enjoy your lunch. And I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Love you, bye.
Bye. Love you too.
Telling you, you want to stop the country from being the most mentally ill? Change the way you spell words. DigitalEnvironmentalCommunication.com. All you have to do is start teaching kids to speak by spelling words that are in the American language with an I after every O and an I before every A. It won't be that hard for them to learn. Stop ruining the planet. Like, we are not the trash can of language. Well, you may be, but I'm not. And I don't have the ability. I probably should. I should stop talking so fast, and I should just speak the way I want to, so I know that this whole fucking wolf with red roses bullshit that you're talking about is false. As far as I'm concerned, if flowers smelled like fruit, that'd be pretty cool. Now, this conversation will be recreated with other people. If you don't like it, go suck your dick. Of course, being told to go do it and consciously knowing you're doing it to try to get something that you want probably wouldn't work. Like, I accidentally got there. But look. Oh, you can't see the shine, it's too much. See my pupils really big? See that? I can see it, so you can. Now look at this one. It's a medication to switch my eye dominance. That is very hard to get because it fucks you up at night. And you wouldn't be so offended by cuss words if you just recreated the American language. We've told you time and time again, over and over, this has probably happened on this planet. Last time, apparently, according to the Bible, they killed me. Probably because I didn't have glasses, but I got a contact in my left eye now. So I don't know. What are you going to do about things? Are you going to sit there and continue to live with some goddamn wolf? Like, as far as I'm concerned, Smelly is a skunk. Because a wolf is a dog. It's a fucking dog, dude. You're calling a wolf a dog and a coyote. They're fucking dogs. Same goddamn fucking thing. Do we want to continue? Why not? What else is a different name for a different name? Nobody's watching, so I can't have conversations with people. My mother doesn't like talking, so she doesn't. Oh, what's that? That's a bear. I don't know, man. I am a human. My spirit animal is a human. Why? Because humans are animals.